the visa system, because that's one of the core. Because I always tell people, the visa is not just an approval of entry, it's a migration management device. It's a security device to manage migration into your country. So and the way it is at the moment, it's very subjective. I mean, not really too objective. And that's why we're automating the whole process end to end. And the e-visa solution, we're working hard to be able to meet the 1st of March. But peradventure, we're unable to, we know definitely by 1st of April, we will hit it live. And that is so that we automate the solution. People apply online with contactless biometric. We do what we need to do. Then, of course, that solution must be integrated with the Interpol system, and of course also integrated with the criminal record system of that, so that we can be able to take decisions in terms of who we need to grant our visas. We don't want it to just be foreign attaches, issuing visas and approving and issuing visas. It's not going to be that anymore. We want to be able to screen people more. This cannot be a destination for wanted criminals in the world. Nigeria is not a safe haven for any criminal, and Nigeria will never be. So we're building that particular capacity, and as I speak to you, that is almost done. We're going through our beta testing process, and we're planning, working hard to be able to hit our 1st of March, but unfailingly 1st of April deadline. And another thing we're trying to do is, even for our expatriates, we are also trying to see how we integrate all these, our immigration solutions, because what we're doing is to harmonize all these solutions in our data center, harmonize the database, and be able to let these solutions speak to one another rather than having solutions in silos. We want to have integrated solutions. So what we are looking at is that for any decision that borders on immigration into Nigeria, it will be impossible for approvals to be given without the clearance of Interpol, criminal record system, and all background checking agencies real time. Because we have to ensure that we can, the life will never remember you for the 99% of what you do right. You will always be remembered for that 1% wrong thing you do. And security is it's not a sector where you can afford to be 99.9% accurate. You just have to be 100%. So we believe that it's better for us to take decisions based on objectivity rather than subjectivity. And of course, that will lead to the cancellation of the visa on arrival process. Because the visa on arrival, we understand it's not a system that works. Because I don't expect you to just come to my country without me knowing that you are coming into my country. No, it's never done anywhere. And of course, we are still introducing what we call the landing and exit card. You do it now, but it's manual. We're not going to be doing that anymore. This is 2025. This is not 1825. So technology must take its place. People must feel the landing card, which will be integrated with the visa solution, integrated with the passport solution, then to all background checking systems across the globe before you come. So we will be able to share this data with other agencies and across board. This is to sanitize the process. A scenario where it is difficult for NIS at the tip of a finger to tell me the number of foreigners that are in Nigeria is unacceptable. A scenario where somebody comes into Nigeria, disappears, and becomes untraceable, it's unacceptable. A scenario where there is abuse of immigration policies and processes is unacceptable. A scenario where somebody needs to come to Nigeria, stay for 6 months, waiting for an STR to regularize the residency in Nigeria is unacceptable. It's not done anywhere in the world. So we're going to bring these massive reforms, and these reforms start between March 1 and April 1. Why we're trying to do this is to be able to safeguard our people, is for us to be responsible in the Committee of Nations, and for us to be able to contribute our fair quota to international peace, sustenance, and development. It is key as a country. We are a responsible nation, and we must stand up as an agency that is responsible for the enhancement of internal security. We must be seen to be adding our best. For any wanted criminal anywhere in the world who finds his way into Nigeria safely is an indictment on us as a country. That will never happen again. That will never happen again. We are going to be true to our agreements. We are going to be true with our MOUs to all our foreign international partners, and we will be true, being realistic and being sincere to Nigeria by defending even the weakest Nigerian with our last drop of blood. So I assure you, I give you my word, NIS will no longer be known as a travel document issuing agency. NIS will be known as an internal security agency that will play its role in migration management, border control, border governance, border management, and of course, that will play its role in ensuring that Nigeria is respected in the Committee of Nations. We will, as a country, and I repeat and I say this very clearly, we will never demand for respect. We will earn it. And the moment of earning the respect is now. I charge you, we have over 20,000 immigration officers. For you to be part of the privileged 100, what a privilege. It's an opportunity for you to write your name in gold. API, PNR has been everywhere before now. It took Nigeria almost 18 years behind to do this solution. I was in Montreal. Kemi, you were there. When we met with ICAO and they spoke about this, Nigeria was red in terms of this chart. And I saw smaller countries with lesser volume of traffic on green. And I left that place as a sad man. And I took a decision, and Mr. President gave the approval, and we decided we will not wait till we get embarrassed into doing what is right as a nation. We will take the initiative, we will be proactive, and we will be responsible as a country. So I assure you, we are ready to lead from the front. But for you officers, as I said, you are my biggest asset. Minister of Interior, being CG, is useless without efficient, capable, and competent officers. We give the directive. We provide the lead. You implement. We give directive, you obey, you implement. You are implementers of our ideas. We can have the right ideas, but we need the right personality in you to implement the idea. The time to bring joy to this country. The time of destiny within the context of NIS. The time that you've been waiting for to make NIS a service of pride, a service of integrity, a service of dignity is not tomorrow, it's now. I don't believe in tomorrow being the future. I believe in the future being today. I charge you, I challenge you, go there and do what we do best as Nigerians. What is that? Creativity. What is that? Sincerity, efficiency, competence. That is who we are. That's what we are. That's what we stand for. Forget about the 1% error decimating the 99% hardworking Nigerians. For me, I care about the 99%. And I'm sure you're one of the 99%. Go there, make us proud. In terms of the training you've been given, implement it as if the life of your families depends on how well you do your job. Implement it as if you sleep and a person of interest gets into this country, the target might be your wife, might be your children, might be you. Implement it with all the act of patriotism that makes us who we are. Never forget this. We are NIS, we are Nigerians, and we are people of pride. God bless you.
It is an honor to have the Honorable Minister of Interior, Honorable Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, join us today for the closing of this 5-day capacity and capability building program on the application of Advanced Passenger Information, API, and Passenger Name Record, PNR, data in national security and law enforcement. This program originated from discussions held with the delegation of the United Nations Office on Counterterrorism, UNOCT, during the 7th Border Management and Identity Conference, which took place in Bangkok, Thailand, from the 11th to the 13th of December last year, 2024. The theme of this capacity building program, API PNR data analytics and key procedures, was carefully selected based on the operational gaps we experienced at the Command and Control Center since its commissioning by His Excellency, the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, on the 10th of December 2024. We recognized that to fully maximize the present administration's investment in this project, we must engage in a lot of capacity building. Advanced passenger processing and analysis must be central to our operations. Honorable Minister, sir, over the past 5 days, we have successfully trained 100 immigration officers, drawn from the Command and Control Center and other key units, including the Suspect Index, the Risk Analysis Cell, and, of course, Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. In alignment with your commitment to interagency collaboration as a pillar of national security, we also included personnel from the Nigerian Police Force, the Department of State Services, DSS, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NADLA, Office of the National Security Advisor, ONSA, Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, and also representatives from the Ministry of Interior. Sir, you may be pleased to know that our facilitators, drawn from the UNOCT Counterterrorism Travel Program, are globally recognized experts in passenger information management. Mr. Robert Musgrave, a pioneer trainer in passenger information and counterterrorism programs, served for 24 years in the United Kingdom Military Police. Mr. Dennis, on the other hand, is also a key member of the United Nations team. He brings with him 7 years of experience working in the Passenger Information Unit at the Schiphol International Airport in the Netherlands. During this program, participants engaged in capability mapping and training needs assessments. They were also introduced to the United Nations Counterterrorism Program, practical techniques for processing data from passengers, the development of terms of reference for the Command and Control Center, and the formulation of standard operating procedures, SOPs, to enhance the center's effectiveness. Additionally, all participants will be enrolled in the United Nations e-learning program, which offers certifications ranging from basic to advanced levels in API PNR data management. This training also provided participants with insight into the standard composition of passenger information units, PIUs, and also global best practices in passenger data processing. The past 5 days have been an engaging and insightful experience for the trainees. And I had a conversation with some of the trainees, and I was quite impressed with the fact that they had a very wonderful and engaging training. Thank you very much. We will present the observations and, of course, the recommendations to you, sir, for us to onboard some of these suggestions that have come from our facilitators. And we hope that you will also, help us in making sure that we adopt some of these recommendations that have been given.